let's talk a little bit about change. I think, one of the things this industry faces an awful lot is change and how to get your staff bought in to that process. So tell me a little bit about some experiences you've had on that front.
Well, I'll tell you the experiences that blew up in my face.
Okay.
It was really, the start of it was the communicating involving the staff. In the past, I wouldn't communicate well. I wouldn't involve the staff with the change.
Because you've made a decision, right?
I made a decision, and I thought my decision was the best decision.
Okay.
And I didn't involve those that were affecting the most, and they need to be part of the solution. So we made a change, and we did change a paint line then again, but that time we actually involved our painters. We had them go spray the product ahead of time. We wanted to make sure that we got approval from them to move forward and make it a part of the solution, and that changed tremendously.
Did you help them to understand why you needed to change paint lines as well?
Well, and that was the thing, right? And paint isn't just necessarily paint. So really just teaching the painters that, yes, you have to spray this paint, and we want to make sure that we are using the best product, but there's other things like the business services and the support for them on certain situations that they might have that they might come across where that kind of support's important.
Okay. So I can give an example, I think, along those lines.
Yeah.
When I think about kind of my current role and my role before that, there's been a lot of, I think, need for change for good reason, over the last, 10 to 15 years in my career, where there's been needs to overhaul a process or change to a different tool set or, anything along those lines. And where it's gone the best has been when I've been able to take a role of explaining kind of, hey, there's an opportunity here to make some change that I think needs to happen, but I need you to help me identify what the problems are as the team. I need you to help me identify what the solutions can be to that, and then help overhaul the process. And so asking them to help figure that out at the problem level and the solution level, and then the implementation and so on, they were bought into the process all the way through, et cetera. And by no means have I gotten it right every time, but when I've gotten it right, it was based on taking an approach like that. And I think there's a lot to be said for being able to accomplish it that way.
That's interesting you say that, and what we've learned is we've almost developed small committees with change. So we would pick and pull 2 or 3 people to be involved with that process from the start to finish.
Okay.
They were almost like the spokesperson that would be testing the processes out. Let's say switching a software.
You've empowered them.
Absolutely, and
Yeah.
then they become leaders within this, and they are part of the solution. And what happens there is then they are the ones teaching the solutions to others and their peers, which is fantastic.
Sure. I think that's fantastic.
If you found today's tip helpful, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share the video. Comment below for any future suggestions.
These videos are made possible by SCRS. If you aren't currently a member, I encourage you to join. Visit scrs.com or use the link in the description below.